Evening all. Here's the allotment finally on the 28th of July. Very wild this year. I know it's been ages since I've done an update. I can't think with the life of me where we left off, but I'll start with a raised bed. So I think we last left off, I planted some carrots in there. It's a Japanese variety. They grow up to 1 metre long apparently. Not had tons of success with them. I feel like that is the only actual carrot, and this one looks like it went to flower, so I don't think there'll be much of a 1 metre long carrot under there, but at least I'll have some seeds. Hopefully I can save. Tomato plants from tomatoes that were here last year, they popped up, so I started pulling out the side shoots and training them up, and me and Sarah have actually been harvesting over here today, beans and tomatoes, so it's been all right. These are sweet millions. I never planted any of these. They've just come up from last year, so let's take one. Oh, it's lovely. Really sweet. In Sarah's bed, she harvested all of her spinach and I think she had spring onions, and she's planted in small plants of tree spinach. Well, they were small plants. Look at all of them. Tree spinach, gigantium something. Clues in the name. You can just use these leaves like spinach, and the plants grow up to 2 metres. So yeah, we've been harvesting the spinach and putting it into freezer bags. It's really nice, lovely colour to it as well. Ready and tasty. I mean, I just ate a bit raw there. In here are beetroots, golden something. I think I did put a, yeah, there is a plant tag in there. Oh, they are just beetroot golden. I bought these as live plants from King Seeds, and they're just sort of multi-sown. Got them in there. Some of them are hearting up. You know, oh, look, there's some there. They're not red, they're traditional red, they're golden. They're supposed to be a lot sweeter tasted. Look at that thing over there. Oh no, that's not a beetroot. That's a mangel wurzel in the back there. That's in the other bed. Look at the size of that though in there. God, that surprised me. Yeah, they're mangel wurzels. I've got a row in there behind the broad beans. Mangel wurzels are a cross between sugar beet and beetroot apparently. What a mad name as well, mangel wurzel. Wurzel gummage. But yeah, that's about that. The wildlife is gone proper wildlife this year. I literally haven't done anything. Red currant bushes have gone bang. The grapevine's gone bang. I mean, it's been really hot. And another thing, I haven't even watered over this side or anything. I've just literally let nature take its course. I was going to do some bits with a pond back in the spring, but then I noticed there was loads of newts in there again. So I just sort of left well alone this year. But next year I'm going to, oh my goodness, there's a bunches of grapes, look. Sarah, we've got bunches of grapes here. There's loads of them. God, I love it. It's wildlife gardening. It's just low maintenance. Leave it in and it just comes. Yeah, that's made my day, that has. But yeah, moving on to the beds I have actually planted. They're back to them. They were mangel wurzels at the back. It's gone very wild this year, very wild. Just letting nature do its thing. And the way we see it is it's sort of free compost. Like Sarah has actually just gone through today, cutting up a load of this grass and just literally chop and dropping it. So yeah, just ripping it up and chucking it down, and yeah, feeding the soil, constantly improving the soil, which is good stuff. She's having a tea break now, or a cold water break. This is the asparagus bed that I planted. I did do some videos of me putting the crayons in. They seem to be going really well. Look at those, how many tips coming out of there. So yeah, that is how you know, that is a traditional asparagus tip. Sorry if I can, camera won't zoom in again as usual. Useless I am. Yeah, so that's an asparagus tip. That grows out, and in 2 seasons time, not next year, the year after, those are what I'll be snapping off. Here, when they're nice and young like that, snapping off to eat. But because they're new crayons, you need to let the crayons develop and get stronger and more mature. So you leave the asparagus and they grow this beautiful little fern. If you see from the garden updates, I've just got a couple of crayons in the garden. But here I've dedicated a whole bed. It's going to be a long-term project. As I said, there are 2 seasons I won't be having, so it's 3 years in total. This year, next year, the year after. But yeah, you reap what you sow. And once they're established, every spring I'll have 3 asparagus, which tastes best just snapped off and eaten straight away, I won't lie. Moving on here to Stepover trees. Let's step over to them. This is the pear. This needs some pruning because it's, as I say, it's supposed to be growing out at the sides, but like what all trees are trying to do, it's trying to go straight up. So what I may do, like for example, this branch here, I could tie off there and then snip these at like the 4th node or something. It's best to do it, I read, in the summer, because I think, again, I don't know much about pruning of trees, but I've read and I kept in my mind, if you prune in the summer, that discourages growth. If you prune in the winter, that encourages growth. So yeah, so that's the Stepover pear. Unfortunately, no flowers on that this year. This is the Stepover apple, and look at those yummy apples. I believe it's a variety. I can actually read the variety. I've still got the label on over there. But yeah, I've been training it well, doing what we said, doing what I learned off of Monty, and it's looking really good. Those apples are a thing of beauty. Yeah, sorry about my zoom. Oh, there, that looks better. Yeah, there's 3 there, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I've got like 7, 10 apples on this tiny little surface area. I'm absolutely chuffed. I'll read the label and tell you exactly what it is. I thought they were Discovery, but they're not. Oh, they are. Apple Discovery. Stepover M26. I need to take that plant label off now because that's actually choking that. So yeah, I've got the video evidence to know what I've got. That's the Discovery. And just a note for Stepover trees, the M26, uninteresting fact, it means that this tree Discovery has been grafted to a dwarf tree root system. It ensures it only grows small. That's what the M26 rootstock is. And obviously it's been trained just to grow 2 branches out at the sides. And yeah, I'm getting well excited about this tree. It's done really well considering the heat we've had. Those apples look lovely. Yeah, really chuffed. That's the Stepover trees. Zoom's mucking up again. Ah, there we go. Right, this bed, there's not much going on in there. I did have, if you remember the last update, I had the garlic. Harvested the garlic, it's all drying in the greenhouse. If I remember, I'll pop in there and show you. So I'm going fast, so I'm not taking up too much of your time. Harvest was okay, 20% of it. The bulbs actually got a bit, not rotten, but softish. And I'm putting it down to the fact that we had really hot, dry weather all through the year. Then that sort of, the garlic had seemed to have matured by June. And normally I don't start harvesting it until late July. So I left it, as what I normally do. And then we had that rain where literally an entire river fell out of the sky. And, excuse me, I just breathed in a fly. And yet a river fell out of the sky, and I think that's what softened some of the bulbs. But I just woke up one morning about, boom, I think it was the end of June in the end. I was like, I'm getting them out of the ground. They've got to go into the shed. I just felt it in my gut. So yeah, if I remember, I'll show you in the shed. What I did try, I tried to interplant with, when the garlic was nearly ready, I interplanted with these. These are purple Brussels sprouts. I got live plants again from King Seeds. These are looking okay, but I did plant another 2 where the garlic were, and they don't seem to have made it. I don't know if slugs and snails got to them. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was because they were too close to the garlic. They weren't happy. Moving on, we've got beans. I literally have just harvested a bucket of French beans. These guys this side are my runner beans. They are Guinness record. So apparently some of these bean grow up to like half a metre long. So that's cool. Yeah, doing well with them, keeping them watered every day because beans like to be wet at the root systems. Doing them twice a day in this heat at the minute. In here I've got the more purple broccoli that I planted in. This is one of the broccolis that I've planted up in my garden I grew from seed. It's called a broccoli 9-star and it's a perennial broccoli. So what I need to think about is the fact that these are considered annuals or biannuals or whatever. They're annuals, the beans and that. So they will come out every year, but this one's going to stay. So this bed now, I have to think through the winter because it has to be sort of, the planting has to be worked around this perennial broccoli, you see. So yeah, looking good. I'm all excited for it. What I might do is walk through my bean tunnel that I'm so proud of that's come out. So yeah, this side is the Guinness record runner beans, and this side are the seeds I made from last year called they're French climbing beans, Blue Lake. And I literally, oh, there's one of them in my hand. That's a Blue Lake. Oh, I'm so useless at the, so useless at the zoom with the camera, man. Oh, I don't know. Sort of, yeah. Yeah, that's a Blue Lake. That's a French climbing bean. Sarah actually prefers these because there's no string on them whatsoever. They're more of a fine bean. So yeah, let's go through the tunnel. Beautiful. I'll be quiet. They're drinking their water. I just watered them all. Oh, this is what I love. This is amazing, this. All of these beautiful plants. This energy's unreal. I'm going through some energy force field or something. There's some of the littler beans I've left to plump up a little, but they shouldn't plump up too much more than that. Here we go, we are through. Lovely. So yeah, moving on. This side is the, just said it, Blue Lake climbing French beans. Just harvested a great big pot of those. Look at those. They're the runner beans. They've actually climbed all the way round and they're climbing over this side. They're in a bit of a battle trying to claim space. And in front of these are more of those purple broccoli that I got from King Seeds as live plants. 1, 2, 3, 4 plants in there. Another reason that I planted the broccoli in there is I thought about it a bit, and beans, they're known as I've said in previous videos, as nitrogen fixers, and these brassicas are really going to benefit from the nitrogen. Whether they're putting enough nitrogen in the ground to actually be used by the broccoli or not, I don't know, but we'll see how that goes. I mean, they look healthy. It's all organic. I've just been checking them every couple of days or day and just checking if there's any caterpillars and physically removing them by hand. But I've noticed little birds. There's a little robin that comes to see me here and that, so maybe he's been treating himself to caterpillars. These guys are the, I think you've seen previous video because I had them here last year. These are the mammoth onions that are left to go to flower, and voila, we have flowers. And what I'm looking for, I think we've got a while yet, is in here. Lovely, look at that. In here, look, should be black seeds. Yes, eureka. So next year, watch this space, I'm going to be growing mammoth onions from seeds I've made myself. Oh my goodness, they're really strong like onion. Well, closing the name, it's onion. Yeah, so they're in there. This behind me was our wildflower meadow. It hasn't really come to much, I won't lie. Just the poppies seem to have made it all the way through. I have noticed some other flower, calendula popping up, but it's finished now. And those are the strawberry crowns that have always been in there. Moving on, I've got a couple of beans. I don't know what type they are, but a Bangladeshi friend that grows over here actually gave them to me, so it's most kind of him, and I'm really looking forward to see how they plan out. These huge guys are the mini corns. You know, they're from King Seeds. They're called pop, mini pop, and it's the corn that you get, the unfertilized, so to speak, cobs that you get for your stir fries and that. And yeah, they've gone in. What I've actually done today, you can see them there, I've just been cutting the male parts off of the heads of the plant. So they were growing in there like that. They're getting ready to release a load of pollen to pollinate the silks, which ain't even coming out yet. They're only just starting. That's the female part, so that's where the cobs are going to come from. And where I'm growing these is these mini pops. I want unfertilized cobs. I don't want any male pollen about, so I've chopped them off and left them down there to compost. Yeah, so looking forward to those. I've got a plant that I have got one plant that I planted earlier in my garden, and I just tasted one of the cobs earlier, and they're really delicious. Very, very sweet. So yeah, I'm happy with that. This is my rosemary. I've just actually heard that from one of the other plot holders that they've been spotting around 9ish at night, a little hedgehog has been coming here and foraging underneath this bush. So I'm really happy with that I've sort of accommodated, gave a little hunting ground, foraging area for a local hedgehog, which is, yeah, that's what it's all about, you see, for me nowadays. In here hiding, we've got some, I think it's gone into flower. This is lemon balm. Let me check. Yes, that's lemon balm. Cool. In there's a little holly tree. I found I think someone gave me a little seedling of it, and it was like a stick a couple of years ago, and I just put it in there. Seems to have taken. Yeah, so I just got the lemon balm, and I've got a lavender down here that I had in a pot for ages, and I just chucked it in the ground, start of the year. Oh look, there's a cosmos. Not looking very happy, but it is a cosmos. There, yeah, you can tell by the leaves, daisy family. And yeah, I'm not too sure what that is, whether that's a yarrow. Oh, I haven't got a clue, sorry. It's all gone too dry. But yeah, look, looking good, eh? Look at that. Oh, I'm loving it. One more little swoop past. Oh, I've got a couple of beds I haven't shown you. Oh, 17 minutes. Sorry, thanks for bearing with me. Last 2 beds and I'm done. This was my potatoes, 1 row of potatoes I've done this year. Had a bit of an issue because we got a frost quite late in May, early about the 10th, something like that in May, and it did burn a lot of the foliage. So I had to take off the burnt bits, and you know, it's slowed them right down. But I actually earthed up with some extra compost and that, try and persuade any potatoes that are under there to fatten up, and I've been on the watering. Another bit of a wild bed going on, left some of the grasses, because again, I'm just seeing this as free nitrogen, man. Get that back on there. Chop and drop, don't need to buy any more fertiliser. We're using nature. That's a violet that I noticed it popped up, so I left it there. There was ragwort and stuff like that growing around there as well, but that seems to have flowered and finished. And over there, just there is another one of those purple broccolis, not broccolis, Brussels sprouts. And here, the pièce de la résistance. I don't know if you remember, I had them growing indoors in a little propagator, deep rooting trays. These are the sweet potatoes. Look at them. You can't even see the bed for the foliage, for the vines, so to speak. Yeah, I put them in end of May, something like that. Just show you what I've done, because I left the, oh sorry about this, let's bring you in here. So yeah, I left the black plastic down. Sorry about this. Yeah, I left the black plastic down in the end, and I had 10 plants, so I cut 10 little holes in, and I put the plants in, evenly distributed, and left the plastic down. And yeah, I'm just hoping we're going to get some sweet potatoes off of them. I mean, these are the guys. This for me was how our climate's going. It's getting so much hotter. Let's try and grow a more heat tolerant crop. And by Joe, this looks happy, I won't lie. It literally is. I mean, the vines have been shooting out the sides, and all I've been doing is on the daily, just look at them. Look at those vines. There's the bed over there. And yet, because they will root, these vines, so all I've been doing is every day or so just coming through and just lifting them, because if they do shoot a vine, then if it does root, sorry, it will actually take a lot of energy away from any sweet potatoes that are being produced. So yeah, that's all I do is just go through there, lift the roots. And yeah, there they are, sweet potato. I think the variety called T65. I know it's a number, something like that. And yeah, guys, that's about it. Just a couple more things to show you. Blueberries got absolutely robbed. Without going into it, the blueberries were bulging, nearly ready to harvest. We was going to decide to harvest. We came the next day to harvest and water, and they got totally robbed by birds. Yeah, it's the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? Oh, you getting to it? Oh, here's an example of some of the tree spinach there was harvesting. There it is, another bag. Yeah, see, my zoom's really crap on this camera, sir. I have to keep tapping it. But yeah, there goes like that, and we literally just washed that and just put it straight in the freezer. And we're going to be storing portions of tree spinach all the way through the winter, hopefully. There's the beans I harvested. It's hundreds, loads of them. Loads of them. The same with these. They will literally just be, I'll go home, give them a little wash, top and tail them, cut the tops off. Some of them are a bit over, but they still taste lovely. Top and tail them, put them into freezer bags. I put them straight in the freezer. It's what I've been doing the last couple of years, and they've been tasting beautiful, mate. And yeah, that is about it. Oh, I remembered I'll show you the garlic. I've got the garlic drying, and that is everything. We're completely caught up, everyone. Here's the garlic harvest. Look at all of them. So there was different varieties as usual. I've got them all totally confused, but I do know they were the elephant garlic. Those little bulbs there, they're like mini cloves. You can actually grow plants from them, but I believe they take a couple of years rather than. Again, I'm lying there, but I've heard they are like little bulblets or something. You can grow plants from them. That's another variety I've sort of kept to the side. And yeah, these are some of the others. Yeah, various sizes, strengths. I've got a mix of hard neck and soft neck varieties. Again, for the life of me, I can't remember what they're called. It is what it is. Some of the bulbs down here I was explaining, they were really sort of wet, but oh, look at that, that's all falling off. But I thought I'd leave them in here anyway and have a look. And do you know what? They seem like they're drying out okay to me. They seem like they're drying out okay to me. I would taste them, but I've gone there. Sarah's going to go mad at me now. Let me that. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, bloody hell. It's all excuse my friend. Oh, that's strong. Yeah, I've got garlic. That's going to go through the winter now for me. And so, yeah, thank you ever so much, everyone, for taking the time and tuning in. If you made it all the way through and put up with my useless, blurry camera. Yeah, any comments are always welcome. Anywhere you think I've been going totally wrong. Any advice that you'd want. I'm not a complete expert. I'm just a guy just trying to live off the fat of the land, so to speak. And yeah, any help I can assist you with, I will. I'm still eating that garlic clove. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll try and do another update if there's anything that I feel pretty interesting to show you, like harvest or anything that's gone totally wrong. And yeah, I look forward to you tuning in for more. I have more interesting wildlife videos possibly coming up here and there. I'm going to be doing some more garden updates of the garden food forest that I planted. And yeah, have a great evening. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. Be lucky, my friends, and over and out.